All right, man. We're back in the lion's den. All right, we're back today, guys. It's closing conversations, man. We're excited. It's a new month, okay? And we're making live calls today as we do every Tuesday and Thursday right here on YouTube for closing conversations, man. We're calling members of our community, the U. We're calling their leads. Very simple process that we have here at the U. All they have to do is use our software called offerbolt.io, create lead opportunities with sellers who are interested in selling their property using the power of AI. They don't have to figure out how much to make the offer for, figure out how to find buyers, how to deal with tenants, how to get pictures of properties. Don't have to figure out anything. All right, just have to know how to use this software to find motivated sellers who are interested in selling their property. And we show you at the U how to do exactly that. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm joined with Brandon Barnes. We make live calls to motivated sellers from our members of the U right here on this YouTube. Brandon, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, look, Brandon Barnes here, Mr. Seymour Offers, here in Atlanta, Georgia. Super excited. Always love this opportunity for you guys to be able to see how we handle these conversations. And look, Chris, man, me and Dre, we kind of been on the roll last few times. Like we got a few verbals, a few sign. So let's see what me and you can get done today.
All right, perfect. All right, well, let's get rocking and rolling, man. I'm ready to roll. We're gonna let you start off as always, and jump in on the first one, and we'll get rocking and rolling, man.
Bet. I'm pulling him up. I think we're going to Kansas City with this one. It's always nice. We did a deal in Kansas City earlier this year from the U. Shout out to Abdil. This is Daniel. All right, let's go in.
All right, man. Let's get activated. You gotta look. If you're in the chat, tap in with us. All right, put an emoji in the chat. Let us know you're here. First call of the day. Let's see what we get.
Please leave your message for 46.
All right, I rang through, so I'm gonna try him again.
Hey, Brian, I'm gonna make this other call while you rocking.
Okay, I'll just keep going to the next one after that.
Please leave your message for 4697.
All right, so this one, not able to get a hold of. I am Daniel. I was discuss Michigan. When is a better time to talk? Okay, we'll drop this one on text, and then we'll pick up right on the next one. And if for anybody that's wondering, like how I handle or how we handle folks that don't answer the phone, really, like if I was cold calling, like if I was trying to generate leads, I'm calling like a list of prospects, then I won't leave a message. I probably won't even send a text message. But if it's somebody who's like already been qualified, right, as a lead, in those cases, I'll go on and send a text. Really don't leave voicemails. I just don't think that people answer their voicemails or listen to them. But I could be wrong. But I think the bigger thing is we do try to like double tap people by, calling and then following up with the SMS, text, afterwards so that we can try to get on the phone, especially if it's like an actual lead. Create it. Okay, so cool. All right, this is St. Petersburg, Florida. Some of these, I mean, and we can kind of see it in the notes, and it is interesting because we'll get something that says like, hey, they want X, and ARV is like the same exact thing. It's kind of tough working miracles, but sometimes we can offer something creative.
Your call. Hello.
Hey, Ms. Beverly.
Max was calling.
Yeah, this is Brandon. I think you had spoken with my partner recently about the property on Queensboro Ave.
No, I have not spoken with anybody on Queensboro Avenue.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe it was through SMS with Colleen?
Nope, I don't remember the name. Anyhow, I'm tied up right now. This is not a good time for me to talk. So talk to you later. Bye now.
Is there a better time I could call?
Yo, what's her problem, man?
Really going for it.
Yeah, what's her problem?
She didn't even, I mean, I probably could have jumped in and you know, tried to get her to like give me a time, but yeah, she wasn't.
You know, sometimes you talk to somebody.
All.
Yeah, sometimes you talk to somebody, they sound like you're not having a good day. You know?
Yeah,
She
there's
kinda
that
had that
part.
vibe.
Especially the person that says like, "No, I didn't talk to nobody." Like, "No, I don't remember." Like,
No, you know they done had calls. We wouldn't have the lead had they not talked to somebody, you know. So
right, and have details. So what I'll do is text and ask her for a better time to talk.
yeah, because you know we at that time we at that time of the season, man. We don't know, you don't know what's going on with somebody that you call. They might have just got laid off, man.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna pull one up, man. Let me see if I can get in the mix here. Where did you start at?
Ready for closer.
Okay, who'd you did you call Beverly already?
That was Beverly.
That was Beverly. All right, let's talk to Charles. See what Charles got going on.
Yeah, that might be a second touch type situation.
Who, Beverly?
Yeah, need a second voice.
Yeah. All right, this one's in Indianapolis. Spoke to Taisha.
Doing Nadine.
No, I'm looking at Charles.
Oh, we got a few from Indiana.
Indy's in the building. All right, let's see. We've been trying to call this guy for a little bit, so let's see what happens today.
Yeah, this Nadine one wants to call at 2 p.m. So what's the name on the person you calling?
Charles.
Let's say that.
Hello, Brother Charles Williams.
That's Brother Charles. I remember Brother Charles. I saw the internal note. Like, so are we saying that Shannon only needs to talk to Brother Charles? Okay. All right. We'll let Shannon talk to Brother Charles. I don't know, Brandon, was that you that was up here? I can't remember, but we got Brother Charles I think last week or something like that.
I don't remember Brother Charles.
Yeah, hey, this is Brother Charles, man. I see you Sunday at the service, man. All right. Meet me in the fellowship hall, baby.
Right.
Everybody know Brother Charles at church, man.
Look,
Hey,
the crazy
Deacon.
thing is, mine's is Uncle Charles, and he is the pastor. He is the reverend. Real shit, real spill here in Atlanta.
Hey, baby, how you doing? Happy Sunday. God bless you. God bless. It's good to see you, sister. It's good to see you. Shout out to all the Brother Charleses out there, man.
So this Andre cat pick up and hung up.
Please leave.
Yes, he don't want to talk right now.
Yeah, so yeah, why everybody been feeling so why everybody feeling so spicy? You know, what's going on? All right. Let's keep going. You just went who'd you just
Andre Morris.
Hey, this is Ron, so I'm gonna let you keep going and I'll be right back.
When is a better time? When is a better time? Okay. That's a Lou lead. Shout out to Lou. All right, where we going to this one? This one is Ackworth. It's my neck of the woods. I think that's low key Cobb County. I think that it kind of dips into Cherokee a bit. But anything in Cobb County is good as gold. Not anything, but close to it. Same way with Gwinnett County for real.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person. Hello.
Hey, Miss Teresa, this is Brandon. Giving you a shout back. I think you've been speaking with our partner, April.
Oh yes. I'm going to be off. What is today? I'm going to be off Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I have to work tonight and tomorrow.
Okay.
So I've just done. Yeah, I work nights at the hospital. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Friday would be a good day because I'll have slept Thursday night.
Okay.
But I'm off Thursday, so call me back on. On Friday anytime during the day.
Okay, I was wondering because I was looking at my calendar. I am gonna be in the office late on Thursday, like Thursday, like 5, 6 p.m.
Oh, that would be fine. That would be fine because I'll have slept some.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'll give you a shout Thursday evening, 5, 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And I'm right here in Atlanta,
Yeah,
so
that would be fine.
Yeah, Eastern time.
And
Okay.
in the meantime, I'll get the documents out so I can give you the right figures on that loans and stuff. Okay.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. So that one is a follow-up for Thursday evening. Seller wants to talk Thursday evening. Let's call it 5 or 6 p.m. All right. I don't know how to leave notes, Lex. If you're here, I know how you leave those like pop-up things, like activity monitors or something. Follow-up seller. So this is for Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Cool. All right. Gucci. Let's move on to the next one. So Birmingham. It's a lot of notes, Antoine. We left a lot of notes, which is a good thing. So let's take it down to Birmingham for this one. Uh-oh. I didn't want to go through. Uh-oh. 2 times. All right, I'm calling him personal. 205. One, two.
Please leave your message for.
All right, Mr. Kyle. All right, Mr. Kyle not going.
Please leave your message for.
Hey, Kyle, giving you a shout back about wanted to see if we could discuss an offer that could work for the both of us and maybe put a deal together real quick. I'll take off real quick. Let me know a better time to call back. All right, moving. Right along. John Edwards, Chi-Town. This property was listed not too long ago. Multifamily. Yeah, look, anytime something that was listed recently, that is helpful. If it's listed right now, like that's a problem, right? But if it was listed recently, it gives you the ability to be able to ask about that listing, how it went, ask about like what went on, was there interest, did they get offers, all that good stuff. So I actually like when something was listed, and usually if it didn't sell, that helps educate the homeowner and let them know like, hey, they probably was asking too much. Hey, Mr. John, this is Brandon. How's it going?
Yeah, Brandon, what's up?
Hey, I think you spoke to my partner Kay recently. She wanted to tag me in and discuss a property on 88th. See if we can get an offer to you that could work out, and maybe we put a deal together. Do you have a few minutes?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. All right, cool. So she let me know I got some details about the situation, about the condition, etc. I wanted to verify how much were you wanting to sell this property for?
I'm looking for at least about $125,000.
Okay. 125. I think okay. She said that you mentioned that this property was not it was listed not too long ago.
Yeah, it was listed It listed about a couple months ago. Yeah, it was listed. I took it off listed. Yeah.
What was how did that go for you guys?
Well, I had a buyer. This guy was going. He gave me a offer for it, but he wanted to close too soon, and I just couldn't do it.
He wanted to go close too fast for you, like faster than you wanted.
Fast. I had some outstanding things I need to straighten out, so he couldn't wait to do that.
Got it. So you actually you got kind of the number that you wanted, like what you had it listed for?
Yeah, I was at 120.
Okay. Cool. When I pulled it up, I think it's saying the listing was like 115. I'm assuming did he make an above list price?
Yeah, I'm going up a little bit on that.
Got it. Okay, that's helpful. And then those pictures, I'm assuming that those are pretty recent. Nobody's lived there since the photos from that listing were taken.
Well, the photos that you see, they people have moved in since then. Yeah, I have tenants in the building.
Okay, all right, good deal. Okay,
yeah,
all right. Well,
the apartments are occupied.
Oh, it's still occupied. I thought maybe
it's not a vacant building. It's occupied.
Okay. And it's just the 2 units, right? Or no,
actually,
I'm sorry, 3.
It's an attic apartment on the 3rd floor, and then it's 2 units, first and second floor.
Got it. 3 flat, first floor 3-1, second floor 3-1. Attached apartment is 1-1, and so all units are occupied currently.
Right.
And then how much is the rent for each of those?
Well, the total rent for the building is probably in the neighborhood of about on annually, monthly, close to about $1,900 a month.
About $1,900 a month. Okay. That gives me a good sense of things. Okay. And so now, now that you're back, you're considering selling again. Do you have a specific timeline this time? Like, is there a certain time that you want to try to hit with the closing?
No, I haven't really considered any timeline. Whatever makes sense, from the buyer.
Got it. So whatever it was that you still had to deal with, you've already been able to take care of that, and so like you wouldn't have any hangups if like we set a closing for 3 weeks. Or less than 30 days.
Well, we have to straighten that. I have to clean up a little something. This is an estate property, so it's estate property. So there's 3 or 4 siblings on the property, so we've got to navigate through that.
Got it. Okay. So this past time, was that kind of the holdup? Was that the heirs?
That was the holdup. I had to. Yeah, I had we had that going, and then there was a water bill we had to take care of too. They weren't willing to hang on until we got that taken care of. So.
Got it. The water bill's been taken care of now.
No, actually, the water bill, I'm in the payment plan, so the water bill is still outstanding. So, we're going to take care of that when we go to close, and maybe take care of all of that.
Yeah, I mean the proceeds should be able to take care of it. There's no mortgage on the building, is it?
There's no more. Well, there is a half mortgage on it. I mean, there was a loan taken out on the building, and the building was attached to that loan, but it's not insurmountable. It's only like about $35,000.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it. So on that last go around, when you had the listing that was out there, the offer that you got, is that price, is that satisfying?
Actually moving up with it because I think it's I think I'm going to increase the price on it, from that which was listed.
Yeah, so aside from that, so let's say I got you like 120, right? 120, 125. Like, I'm wondering if the heirs are okay, like if they would sign off on, hey, you know, I'm good to move forward at this price. Like if I got you an offer, would you have to, you know, convince them, or have they all already kind of decided like, hey, if we get that?
I would have to talk to them to get them on board, you know, get their input, see how they feelings about it. I'm pretty sure they would probably go along with it.
Okay.
I couldn't say for sure. I would have to talk to them and see what's going on.
Okay. Are you the ultimate decision maker though?
Yeah, I'm not the ultimate decision maker, but I'm the person, the point man. So yeah.
Got it. Is there like an executor of the estate?
It would be me. That would be me.
Oh yeah. So you are kind of the ultimate decision maker, right?
Yeah, I am. But you know, I've got to let my siblings weigh in on as well.
For sure. Yeah, you definitely want them bought in.
Yeah.
But yeah, as an
I'm
executor.
of the state, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So we're good to go. Okay. So I mean, I kind of have what I need. I think that is something that I could probably get to this number. You know, I know you were at 115 before. You kind of want 125 now. Like 120 might be comfortable for me. But I would like to get an offer over to you so that you guys can start to, you know, decide.
Okay, Brian. That sounds good.
Move forward.
Well, this is my cell number. You can always text me at this number. Any type of information, I'll reach out to me. No problem.
Okay. Do you have a good email?
I'll look out for you, okay?
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right, Brandon, which one was that?
That was John Edwards.
All right, I talked to our guy, Ron. Thought I had him at 155. But I could tell it was just punching him in the stomach. So I came up to 160 and seemed like it was still kicking him in the stomach. So, you know, we're at 162, which you had already talked about. He's trying to decide if he can do that or not. Like he's just trying to wrap his head around it, I think. I told him to take an hour. I'd call him back and, you know, see if we can move it forward. So,
the deal that never
ends. We'll put him on the simmer. We'll put him on a simmer on the stove, and
bro, it'd be like that. And we talk about it all the time. Like the easy slam dunk of a deals is like, you know, you just shooting hoops. Like one of some of these difficult, like lower fee, lower revenue deals is like running, you know, sprints for hours. Like it takes so much more sometimes for these smaller deals to get done across the finish line than the easy, big, juicy assignment check fee deals. And I don't know why that happens like that, but this is another example of it. Like, oh my goodness.
100%, man.
That's
wild. All right. So we'll who'd you leave off on though? I'm gonna jump on one.
So I went to contacts and I had the list, I think, but it's sorted by last activity. No, created by. I did created by. And so before this was Kyle, before that was Teresa, before that was Andre, Nadine, and Beverly.
All right. You did say Andre, right? So you didn't say Jarrell.
I didn't say Jarrell. Are you good to go on that one?
All right, hold on. This is Curtis calling me again. I don't know if this is about Ron. So hold on. You can keep going.
But building rent was $1,900 a month. Water bill will be taken care of. taken care of at close. I would make the offer at 120K here. Send offer to email. I kind of wanted some time to review that one. And for everybody, like if you're going through this, sometimes, especially if I'm in like a dialing session, I will put a pin in something to come back to it and really kind of dig and see if I can actually dig deeper and get a better number and offer before I send it, and then I'll do that outside of my dialing time so I can kind of keep going through it. Atia, yeah.
Hey, Brandon, you want to?
I'm not on the phone.
You want to call?
No.
Yo, can I share something with you?
Yeah, real quick. Let me just say, Atia, yeah, I wasn't talking about Daniel's ARV price being at that was a different property I was talking about. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
That wasn't about Ron, but as another house I'm selling. But I think I said this last night on a coaching call, man. But for the first time in 16 years, I officially have zero hard money debt, zero short term debt. It's a phenomenal feeling, man. Phenomenal feeling, man. Phenomenal for the first time in 16 years, man. First time in 16 years, man. If you've ever had a hard money loan, you know the stress and anxiety of having a hard money loan, Brandon. I'm sure you know.
Yes.
And especially at a time like this, having one today is heightened stress and anxiety, to say the least. Yeah, so I'm like, man, I feel really good about that. I'm glad I was able.
Big ups, man.
Glad I was able to get out of the door.
That's lovely.
Trying to get a chair. Look, if it's musical chairs, man, you just gotta have a chair when they stop the music, man. You gotta have a chair when they stop the music, bro. All right, let's jump to the next one. I'm calling this guy Jarrell.
Get it back with
what's status on this?
Sending.
It says call after 5 p.m. So we'll skip Jarrell.
This guy needs a contract.
I'm gonna try Teresa. Let's see what we can do. I see y'all in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Because there's a time that hard money was smacking me up, man.
Hard money is hard. I mean, that's the
bro. The biggest advice I can give anybody getting into business using hard money that I wish somebody would have given me a long time ago is do whatever you need to do to stop having to rely on it as quickly as possible. All right. Hard money is like it's the real estate industry is like heroin, is what hard is.
Yeah, I mean, so fortunately for me, I wasn't really big on flips. I didn't do a bunch. I know you've done a lot more flips than me, but I've had private lenders and still had got caught up. I've had my experience with knowing that I need to make the payment, and each month that I didn't, interest is crazy. So it's still the same game.
Yeah, it's craziness, man.
But
and it's I call it real estate heroin because it's in the last 10 years, 5 years especially, it's been so easy to obtain. If you've got a pulse and can make somebody feel comfortable, you could get a loan in the last 5 to 10 years, right? And so it's so easy to keep getting the money and buying more and more properties. And unfortunately, man, there's people right now losing their jacket with what's happening out here. So it's good to have it off the plate. Well, yeah, some people, they losing their shirt too.
Shirt, jacket,
not just the jacket,
everything.
Not just the jacket. Yeah. All right, the ones I'm coming across
feel like they've been dialed, huh?
Yeah, is that what's happening to you too?
Yeah. There was one, I think Lex mentioned Vasily. If you want to get to that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep opening up a couple more. Let me see what's going on here.
So if we go to you go to seller contacts and just sorted by created by, but of course some of them haven't been like, green lighted.
Yeah, it's all good. Let's see.
Yeah, so Kevin and Christine.
I want to try one of them.
Yeah.
I'll give one of them a call. Yeah, Kevin. We'll just call him Kevin now. I don't know how to say that last name.
Moraru.
Yeah, that's another. Hey, YouTube, can you tell me how to how to say this name? What's an alternate lending source? That's a great question. And a great alternate lending source is homeowners willing to extend mortgages with non-personally guaranteed debt. In an economy and a market like what we're moving into, your greatest lender is the lender who doesn't lend professionally. Right? They're going to be the most flexible, the most understanding, right? But that's just my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. All right, I'm trying to get this this record loaded up. Let me try a different way, man. Hold on.
Let me take this next one. It's also VA.
Your call has been forwarded.
I'm trying him again. It looks like a good lead too. Shout out to my guy John Washington, man.
By the way, you probably would need me to redo that amendment, right?
Yeah. If he's assuming he's on the same page when we,
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
when I talked to him at 1:30, I think he, I think he will be.
Forwarded to an automated.
He definitely understood that the market's kind of where it's at. He wasn't pushing back about that in any way, and we've been talking about that, right? Like
Yeah.
we're moving to a place in time where people are going to become more understanding of what's happening because they're seeing it themselves, right? They can no longer say, "Oh, I want this crazy price," because everything is telling them prices are going down. Text them. All right, let me try to text them. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Somebody got booked an appointment for 6 a.m. All right, I'm gonna jump on this next one.
All right, I'm gonna keep dialing too. I just dropped the text on this one. First heard about me from Clayman. Shout out to John Sweeney in the chat. John, what's up, man? Shout out to Clayman as well. Yeah, man. Shout out to Rehab Evaluator, man. That's a great piece of software. All right, let's keep going. Y'all hit like and subscribe for sure. Y'all know we always forget to do the YouTube things. We're not professional YouTubers. All right, we always forget the YouTube things. All right, y'all hit like and subscribe, share.
All buttons.
All right, 110%, man. Y'all stay tapped in with us. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of these we've got where I'm just gonna start trying a couple of these. I see where we're sending some text, trying to get some of these people going.
Yeah.
For a call today, so I'm just gonna call some of them as well, see if we can catch somebody.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Trying to talk to a seller, man. I'm talking to a seller today.
All right.
You have forwarded to voicemail. The person you're.
All right, that's not shaking. And I'm not hitting the no answer button on these because I don't want it to send out. We've already texted them, seeing if they're free. I don't want to send out also, that
Yeah.
that follow up message. So just a heads up on that.
Yeah, I think that follow up message, personally, could be like the next day, right?
Yeah, after those initial calls. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm a Google virtual assistant recording this call for the person you're trying to reach. Before I try to connect you, can I ask what you're calling about?
You're not getting through that.
Agnes Avenue.
You're not getting through
Before I try to connect you, could you please give me a quick description of why you're calling?
We talked about me buying the property.
Okay, one last thing before I transfer you. Can I ask who I'm speaking to?
Chris.
Unfortunately, the person you're calling cannot take your call right now. Have a nice day.
I'm telling you, AI ain't letting nobody through, bro.
Hey, man.
Nobody. You handled it well. You actually gave some pretty solid answers.
That's what, and you know what's so crazy? I felt confident. You see what I'm saying? I felt confident that I would pass the screening. That's like when you go for that job interview, man, and you feel like you got the job. Felt like it was a good interview, and they like, we'll get back to you. All right, we'll get back to you. Okay, man. All right, we'll keep going, man. I guess that's just where we're at. That's going to be in 5 years. Everybody's going to have an AI personal assistant.
Oh yeah.
The average Joe Blow, like me, is going to have an AI assistant. All right, within 5 years. That's going to be insane. I might not even, in 5 years, I might not even be talking to nobody. Like you might be talking to my AI clone in 5 years, man. I'll be playing Call of Duty all day.
Call no answer.
All right, Sherry's not
hopefully. I actually probably need to look into what that workflow does do.
Let's see, Deborah Riddle. All right, let's try this. Man, we're striking out today, man.
I know, right?
That's tough. All right, that's tough. We gotta get somebody. Hey, somebody on the line. Chat, how y'all feeling, man? Y'all let us know, man. We haven't been able to get somebody on the line yet. Let's keep dialing, man. Let's keep dialing. I feel like we gotta be close to getting somebody here. All right, I'm see. I don't know if you tried this one yet or not. I saw that. Chris. I think it's supposed to be Christine.
Yeah, that's one I just tried.
All right.
So yeah, keep going. Adam. You try Adam?
No, 1 second.
That's a new one.
What name is that?
Adam Turner.
Let me look him up. I don't see him.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So you do. Oh, so Adam was rejected. Okay, I can see that now.
All right, I was just calling him. All right, let's.
So when you do the contacts all and sort by created, the tags over there are showing you. Rejected. This is population low. Joy Watts is the next one.
All right, let me try that.
You want to try that one?
Yeah, Joey Watts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this Andrew one, whose population is low. Yeah, Gambrills, Maryland.
All right, this is Detroit. Let's see what we get.
It's closest to Baltimore. In between Baltimore and DC. I think that could be something. It's a lot.
Hey, I'm gonna call her from my personal cell because it's not going through.
Okay.
Are we striking out today? Yo, Shannon in the chat say, "Turn the fittest to the back, man. We gotta get some motion, man." Shannon, that's why I'm saying we're not getting no answers, man. We trying to get some motion flowing. Atia, yeah, go ahead, Atia. I'm trying to talk to somebody on the phone today.
Yo.
I'm trying to talk to somebody on the phone. Turn the hats backwards. Activate the motion. All right, activate the motion. All right, yeah. Sometimes you got to do that. All right. Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that. All right. Sometimes you just in that, you know.
We gotta go in. Look.
You just got to. Sometimes you just got to. You trying to. You like. You know what? Let me try to reset. Sometimes you do like that. All right.
Hey, you're not playing though. Look. Sometimes it is energy. What's the energy we give, right?
That's what I'm saying, man. Sometimes you turn that hat backwards. That energy just, you know. They hit that shift.
You lying. Shannon, no, he be on it. He be on the phone too, man.
Yeah, man. All right, I'm gonna keep going.
There was a few others that I've seen that I don't think have been contacted. Don't know.
I'm gonna try to find this Daniel one.
Eric Essex.
Let's see, Daniel.
You want that one or can I?
Go ahead. That's cool.
Yeah. Also, on you know how it be in some of these days. Even though one of us on the phone, we just got to keep dialing.
Yeah, so
it might be one of them type.
Yeah. What are we getting?
Hi, you've reached the Essex Music Group and Essential Recordings. Please leave a message.
Music Group.
Come on, man. That hits you with the up and under. All right, Atia's contact is not available right now. All right, man. We're getting hit.
Hey, this is Eric. This is Brandon. I was giving you a shout back about 19th Street North. I think you may have spoken to my partner recently. Just wanted to see if this would be a good time, trying to put together an offer that could work for both of us.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in selling it. I thought I told him that.
Really?
Yeah, because we're planning on building on that property. So, yeah, we're not interested in selling it. I just asked him out of curiosity what the offer for it might be.
Got it. Just real quick, is it vacant land or is there?
Yeah, it's vacant land. I told him it was there's 2 lots that are together, 1301 and 1305. They're both vacant.
Got it. Both 2 lots. It does look like smack dab in the middle of Birmingham, so that's great.
Yep.
It's the 2 lots together. And it's like the front and back. So basically you got the one that's on 20th and then the one that's on 19th.
No, they're both on 19th. They're side by side.
Got it. Okay, I can see it. Okay. Well, let me see. I mean, I'd like to dig in a little further and see if I could get to it. Well, if he gave you a number, or if I gave you a number, you know, is there something that you would consider actually moving forward with, you know, and not having to do the build yourself?
You know, no.
There's no number like 100,000 per lot. Like it just would be still.
I mean, if it's $100,000 per lot, that's something that we would consider.
Right. I mean, I guess, but just a little bit more reasonable than that. Like, I'm just curious. Like, is there do you have a dream number that you would say, hey, all right, you know, maybe it makes sense to part with the lots?
We've already got an architect. We've got the bank that's going to finance the bill. I mean, so that's why I said it would have to be something ridiculously, you know, an offer we couldn't refuse.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Is there any other property while I have you, like that you are considering maybe in the future, or like rental or anything else that we can?
No, the only other property we have is our home, and we're not moving.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Real quick, like last thing, are you gonna build just a single family, you know, sell it for top dollar, or are you trying to build something to hold on to? Like, what's your game plan?
It's a commercial space. It's gonna be a photography studio.
Very cool. Okay. Well, look, hey, all the best. You know, I hope that really works out well. You know, if you need anything, feel free to reach back out to us. You know, we got a lot of contacts, contractors, etc.
Okay.
So
yeah, well, if I decide to do that, $100,000 lot range, call me back.
Good deal, will do. All right.
Okay, man.
All right, appreciate it.
All right,
later. Bye.
Yeah, you know what it is too, man, about today. You know, I want to talk to some people today, right? I want us to get some live calls. We got some more time. We're gonna keep fishing, but this is what calling is like. This is what sales and closing is like. You know, you got a book of business you're trying to work. We've got these leads that we're working, right? Not getting some pickups today, you know, and because you know why I'm saying this, Brandon. I'm listening to you on that call just now, and you know, that was definitely because I like how you worked through that, because it was like, all right, man, like I've been trying to get something going, like give me something.
Yeah,
like you was trying to get something out of him.
Something.
He's still talking like it's 2021, talking about he won 100,000 for the lots, you know.
And I say that all the time, like when we're trying to get something out of them, like trying to get their asking price, like if you ain't got nothing else, like look, throw something at the wall and see what sticks, see how they react to it, right? Throw some comps at them, throw, you know, just a random guess and see how they react, so you can really start to get the real, you know, numbers up out of them. But he didn't. He said he probably wouldn't sell because they're building, and it is a really good located lot.
Where is it at?
It's downtown Birmingham, but
Gotcha.
like downtown Birmingham.
Gotcha.
Like right in the heart. But he answered the phone. What his last name?
Hold on, I'm gonna take this one coming in.
Yeah.
Hello.
You think y'all been trying to get hold of me? It's is Sharon Ezel.
Hey, how are you, Sharon? This is Chris. Yeah, we were giving you a call about the property over on Meadowbrook that we had talked to you about, and just seeing if there's an opportunity to, figure something out that's workable for the both of us. I know you had given us some information, on things, and I know it was kind of a tragic situation that happened there, and you've been trying to get kind of things figured out. Where are you at currently? Are you still kind of in the same spot?
Yeah, she's supposed to said she's going to come this week and get her stuff. We'll see. I don't believe it.
Okay. Do you still have the 3 properties, or are you still selling all 3 of them?
Not right now. I'm going to one a year at the most.
Oh, okay. Okay. So right now you're just focused on Meadowbrook.
Yeah, because it's empty and the other 2 are occupied. So.
Gotcha. I know you had mentioned before you were looking to get $60K on it. Is there any flexibility at all on the price for you, or you kind of
I mean, there probably is. I have 2 or 3 investors that I thought I would talk to. So.
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah. So I don't know what is your numbers come up.
Yeah, I'm pulling that up right now. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling that back up. I'd love to go over that with you. Obviously the market and the economy is changing, and we're trying to, we're still buying properties, what we do full time. But we're looking for, opportunities that make sense. So I appreciate you having some flexibility. But let me pull this up for you real quick, and I'll go over that with you. 1 second. How'd you get into buying property? It sounds like you got a few of them. You do this full time, or?
We did. We had 11 at one time. It's just something we enjoy doing, the makeover and all that. So
yeah,
we got into it.
When you say we, is that you and your husband? Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. It's
20 years ago, and we're tired of it.
I hear you on that. Sometimes when you're dealing with tenants and dealing with different things, it's it's not, and now's not a bad time to be cashing out either. Really, right? With everything going on, but price wise, I'm probably in the lower 50s at the moment to make something workable. Is that something worth discussing, or?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What we're kind of looking at is, and we're picking up a few properties in the area at the moment. And most of those we're kind of getting in that kind of $45,000 to $50,000 range. And obviously we got to be able to get in, do some repairs, and kind of get a return on the property that we're looking for. But, if that's something that you're open to, that makes sense for you and your husband, because the property is already vacant, you said, correct?
Well, it's vacant, but the house is not empty.
Right. So you were talking about that before, and where things kind of at with her on that?
She said she's in Atlanta, so she's got to come over here, but she said she was going to come this week, but, she's told me that several times.
Gotcha. It just hasn't.
I told her I needed to go out by the end of June.
Got you. So, would you be open to something like a 45-day, close period, for example, and feel like that would give you enough time to, if we could close sooner, we would like to, but, we understand that you got to get things squared away with her. But that would get us an opportunity to know that, we had a deal and we could put funds to the side. And
yeah. So what are you thinking? What price? You said low 50s. What does that mean?
Yeah, I think where we would fall is we'd be around the $50,000 mark with, closing cost, right? So, we take care of the closing costs if you close with our attorney. That's kind of where we'd be. Is that something you're interested in moving forward on?
I'm not going to take it off the table. So I do have a couple of others that have expressed interest, so I'd also like to see what they're saying.
I got you. What makes you, what's a number that makes you feel comfortable today to do something if we were able to do that?
Probably 55.
55. Okay. Well, let me look around a little bit maybe let me see something real quick. Yeah, I might be able to swing a conversation like that at my home with my partner. You don't have any interior photos, do you?
No, I don't.
Nah.
I mean, I could get some, but it's just full of furniture and stuff. But
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I guess just trying to get an idea of a little bit more of the interior could help me know if I could come up a little bit on that number. Doesn't matter if there's stuff in the property or not. I mean, we can kind of work around that.
yeah, I understand.
How long do you think you'd need to get some photos?
Oh, I don't know. That depends on when I can get over there. Maybe I might be able to get over there this evening.
Okay. So would it be fair to say if I maybe have somebody in my office, Alexis in my office, she could give you a call or touch base with you tomorrow around noon and see if you've been able to get those, and then I could tell you 100% for sure. I just don't want to tell you I can do something I can't do.
Oh, I get that. I know. I mean, it should be a win-win.
Yeah, 100%.
So here's the problem. Y'all have different numbers, and so I don't have you plugged in my phone. It's always going to go to voicemail.
I got you. Okay. Can I?
Have a number that I can plug in?
Yeah. Let me give you that number whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
And I can take a quick look at those, and I could tell you within an hour of looking at it and talking to my partner what we'd be able to do, and that way you at least know where we're at, and if we can make a deal work, we can.
All right, Chris. Appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. All right, you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk tomorrow. Okay.
All right, bye.
All right now. All right, bye. All right, so I played it that way for a reason. Brandon, you're on mute, by the way. I played that one that way for a reason. Is it me, Brandon? Is everybody? Is it the market economy's got everybody sounding defeated right now? Because it's something, right? Like that. I think that air is out there now. I think that when I was talking to Ron, he had that air on him. I'm like, because I'm like, Ron, listen, I hear you, man, but the market's the market. You know what I said to him? I said, unless you're living under a rock, which I know you're not, you know what's going on. He's like, nah, you're right. You're right. I'm like, look, man, we got to do something on the price. I think we're just at that spot in the cycle that people are getting smacked in the face with the reality of just where we're at. All right. Hold on. I see we got somebody in the chat. Hold on. Shout out to Bam Lynch in the chat. Long time no see, my guy. Hopefully all is well with you and the fam, the kids. All right. If you've been here for a while, you might remember Bam from the U. Shout out to Bam. Good to see you in here, man. But yeah, man, it's like you get my point, right? Like I think we're starting to get that air in the market that's going to create some really good opportunities. And I think the people that are the most motivated, maybe that's what we'll talk about this week on a coaching call, tomorrow. Those motivational, I think, points for people right now are going to become even more important. You talk about this often, I think, too, like those targeted lists, right? Those are going to be some lists right now that if you hit those lists, you're going to be able to shake some stuff out of it for sure. So maybe we'll talk about that in Hands Off tomorrow. But Brandon, we'll keep going, man. We'll keep going. I'm going to put some notes on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up. I'll pull up something else to go.
All right, cool, man.
Responded. Green light, go. Is this one? All right, cool. I got one.
You got one? All right.
Yeah, he said he'd be ready around this time. Let me see if he actually.
What happened to a Tia's guy in the chat that was in the meeting? Where are we at with that? Where are we at with that, Atia? All right, I got notes on that one. You got that one? You gonna jump on?
No, I might have missed that one. What was the?
I don't remember the name. The Tia'd have to tell me in the chat. But
okay, I'm calling Bradford now.
Hey, shout out, man.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Bradford, this is Brandon. Giving you a shout back about 50th Street.
Oh, hey, Brandon. Good afternoon.
Awesome. Look, I wanted to try to reach back out and see if we can put something together here. I think you had spoken recently with Colleen, maybe, or Paul.
I believe that sounds familiar. Yeah.
Okay. And just to be clear, how much were you hoping to sell the property for at this point?
40,000.
Okay, 40.
Yes.
Okay. And remind me, like, this is a lot, right?
I'm sorry?
Is it there's a single family residence on this?
Yes, it's a household.
Got it. Okay. 3 1. All right. Let me catch up with the notes. Got some notes. Okay. I can see. Property has been vacant 10 years. Okay. Cool. All right. Look, I'm caught up. And I see that this is something that's probably been going on for a while. It looks like it's been vacant for like 10 plus years. Had you tried selling this in the past? Like, had you went on the market or like entertained some offers from investors before?
Maybe about 2 years ago, I spoke to an investor like you, who I went under contract with. But about a week after, the lines of communication just went completely dead. So I was in a dead contract, or pretty much voided contract, for about 60 days. And that's why I kind of didn't really take a lot of these calls for a while after that situation. So, but like I told your previous representative, it's more so that I just like have other property that is already income producing, and that's why I just haven't put my attention back over to that house. But that's really the only thing stopping me. Is just I have an apartment building that, I mean, it's already generating rent, so that's kind of where my focus has been, maintenance-wise as well. So I'm just really open now to kind of letting that house go, just to kind of just do other things. And, I feel like somebody else I see a few other houses within the block or so have been renovated and so forth. So, the community deserves to have somebody who has, just bring something together. And if I've sat on it for a decade and haven't made anything materialize, and, if somebody else is coming behind me blank and ready to remove blight, then why, I'm all for that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And the other properties that you're mentioning, are they all like single family as well, or is it like some multifamily properties in your portfolio?
Oh, it's an apartment building and a couple other other just single families here in Alabama and elsewhere.
Okay. And so this is one that you're wanting to take a look at now. I did see that other one that pulled up on Westchester. Is that would you consider an offer for that as well?
No, not at this time.
Okay. So we're just dealing with this one. What's access like? Have you, do you have somebody in the neighborhood that like keeps an eye out on the property, or are you?
Well, as of right now, I'm local, but I haven't been in the past off and on. It's just that's kind of the other thing too. That's why that property hasn't gotten the attention it deserves. But yes,
I mean, is that house something you want to see soon? I did show it maybe about 4 weeks ago. I showed it, but there again, the person they were hard at 35, so we're just not quite there.
And you weren't willing to budge off of that $40K number, huh?
Well, because I've already came off of it. I originally wanted 45, so I feel like based on what I've seen in the area, square footage wise, even condition, even when you first started the call, I thought you already knew, but when you asked if it was a lot, I'm like, I've recently seen a few lots being listed for 40, 35,000 within a few blocks.
Listed or sold?
Yeah, I know that's the difference.
Because you already know.
It just, I remember seeing, I just kind of keep my ear to the ground and just watch real estate in the area. And I remember certain lots in Druid Hills just a few years ago. And we're not talking about necessarily right off from the BJCC, but a good maybe 10 blocks away, and still just an empty lot going for 5,000, 2,500. Now you can't even touch those for 30, 40K. So it's just everything is I guess the thing too, I'm just not really pressured, but if somebody came with me in writing with 35, because the other offer was verbal. So, if it was a serious offer in 35, then I may buy it, but I haven't seen that in front of me in a while. Because when I was under contract 2 years ago, it was for 40. So,
Got it. Okay.
So, do you have any projects in the neighborhood already? The last investor who I showed, they actually had a couple of houses within a few blocks. Is that something you all already have?
Yeah, we've done some deals in the area. We're working on a property. I could actually find the address if you gave me a second. On 79th Street. Working on a duplex over there right now.
Okay.
So it would be nice for us to do a few deals, as we do deals kind of all over the Southeast, sometimes in the Midwest, and so it would be nice if we had another project going on in this immediate area as well.
I'm open to, like I said, I'm very open to letting it go. Like I said, do something different, but I just everybody wants a fair shake, and I feel like in this climate, 35, 40 is not unreasonable for the corner lot at a neighborhood that has most houses sitting somewhere in the 1,200 square foot part of square footage, and that one's sitting close to 16 or a little over 16.
Yeah. I like
with it being across the street from the elementary school too, I feel like somebody who makes it a beautiful home, will make a beautiful home for a family.
Yeah.
Who will live there. So if you hit me back and you change your mind, or if you can come closer to my number, then holler back at me.
Well, look, I'd like to get that offer into your hands now. I'm probably going to be closer to the 35 number than the 40, but I could get it in writing. Because honestly, when I was first looking at this, I was a lot closer to 30. But I understand kind of what you've kind of helped me see, as I'm looking at some comps. I think that there is some decent value here. And so I can get something in your hands in writing to you today. Probably close to that 35 number. And if you're ready to move forward, we would try to turn this around really quick. Top of the week, get in there, short due diligence period. Come out, check it out, especially since you're local. I can see us getting this thing closed out as soon as title's ready in the span of a few weeks.
Okay. So yeah, if and you, if I'm correct, you all do cover the closing costs, correct?
Yeah, we do. Especially if we're closing at our closing attorney's office. I know sometimes people want to close with their own. So in Birmingham, I'll check with my transaction coordinator. I think we might have recently started working with somebody else in that market. But I can pull it up. It's in my email. I know I've seen an email from them recently. But I can get it over to you and we can move forward there.
If it's in the sales agreement that you'll send over, then send it over, man.
Closing attorney,
I'll look it over and I'll see if I can sign it in sometime this week. I'm looking to close within 60 days. I think that's plenty of time to inspect, see if that's what you want to do or not, and we go from there.
Yeah. When's the last time you've been over there?
I think I cut the grass. So one of these, not this past holiday weekend, but it was the one just before. So about maybe say about 3 weeks ago.
Did you go inside?
Yeah, I go inside each and every time.
Oh, nice. Do you have any photos of the property that you could shoot to me?
I don't have any, I think, as recent, but I can, because the person who I showed it to was taking their own photos when I had showed it. But
yeah, and we can do that as well. I just mean, for us to kind of say, move forward, especially as close, we're trying to get to your number, and it just would help me kind of quickly be able to assess like the scope of the work and what we would need to do.
I'm transparent. This is definitely a full rehab. I'm not sure if Colleen, how thorough she was in her notes, but the house is pretty much at a blank canvas state where it's like mostly to the studs, but it's been roughed in as far as plumbing. Some electrical was roughed in, but honestly, it's going to probably need just to rewire this, whatever, because some of the electrical wiring was stolen at one point. The HVAC system is on site. It's older. Based on what I was told or quoted by a couple of techs, it would be about $1,000 fix for the coolant line that is missing, which of course is all copper, and that's why it's missing.
Got it.
And so, but it's such an old system. You may want to. It's like, I think it's 30 years old.
Yeah.
So,
you've been in this real estate for a while. If you were to guess like what you would, just to repair it to where it's like livable, how much would you say you would need to put into it to get it back to that point?
I would say 35,000.
Just to get livable.
I would say 30. Yeah. And then after that, it would be question of how well of a finish you want to put on it. But it's definitely going to take a 35K. Based on what I see in the area, how people are turning around a lot of these houses, and depending on what price range they want to put up as far as listing their homes, I would say, but also, though, I think it will be a quick rehab, though. I will say that. I don't think it's, because to a great extent, like I said, I've cleaned out a lot of what was in it, just sitting. I do also have some cabinetry sitting in the unit unattached. And so, it's,
Yeah.
and also I have a, if you wanted a new AC system, I do have another one, brand new, that's I can toss in for another $5K.
Got it. No, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
But let's just kind of focusing on the house. I was able
Yeah.
to pull it up in my email. We're using the law offices of Jeff Palmer, LLC, as a closing attorney right now. So I can make sure that that's added to the purchase agreement.
Okay.
But I know you mentioned that you would want to sign, hey, we can get over an offer, maybe sign it this week. Like what, is there something that would be preventing you from wanting to like, hey, move forward immediately? Like once you review the agreement?
Well, I just said this week, but yes, if everything is looking good, then I'd say within a day or two I can sign for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, let me put it together. I'm going to be probably on the phone for another 20 minutes or so, but I could probably get the agreement to you here in the next hour or two, and review it. And by all means, if you have any questions, feel free to like reach back out to me, give me a shout. You can text this number. Sometimes people either want different language or wording, something, to be read differently. So definitely feel free to like, communicate with me, and so that we can address those issues and, get over an agreement that we can both agree to.
And I'm very communicative, man. And that was the issue I had with the last person I was under a contract with, is that the line of communication just went dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I was under the impression that, after being on the contract, they would reach out to me to do an inspection and then decide on if they want to counter and or proceed with the sale. And none of that happened. And so I just, I was, like I said, in a stalemate for 60 days for the house, and other people were calling me about it.
Yeah.
So
well, and the reason I even bring that up is because I've had it at times where like, I send over something and then I don't hear back. And then when I do speak to them, they say, oh, well, I didn't sign because I didn't like that they had a vacancy clause in it. Like I just didn't sign. And so I just like to tell people up front, like, hey, if there's something in it that, sometimes it may not even apply to the situation, right? Like a vacancy clause, for instance, that's just there in case, right? And just reach back out to me. We can tweak the language, anything in there, we can tweak and get something that we can both agree to and move forward.
Sounds good, Brandon.
Okay. All right. Look, I'm going to send over agreement and let's put this deal together.
Sounds good, bro.
All right. Appreciate it, man. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Later. Oof, that sounds like a lot of work. But like you said, corner lot. The thing that worries me with Birmingham deals though is like for every good, nice flip, like nice looking property, there's something that is sold in the immediate area super, super cheap. Like that's what I just don't get it. How that happens. And it kind of worries me. Like if there's low comps, people be like, hey, well, why would I buy your deal off market for a good price if I see stuff that's available at another, like also at a good price? I think that's happened to us in Chicago a bit. Chris, you got more experience with Birmingham. You come off mute.
Yeah, I didn't hear that full call, but Birmingham's definitely a good market at 110%, man. But I wasn't able to hear that entire call.
Yeah, I guess I'm just saying, like, so for instance, say you get a deal on the contract, like really good price, 35, 40K, something like that. You put it out, call it like 45, 50. But you see like their homes that have sold nearby low,
Yeah,
like 30, 20, 15 even. Like, is that is that going to throw off your ability to sell a good property at a decent number, call it 50K, if there's stuff that's also sold nearby, super, super low?
Yeah, I mean, can you move those? Can you create opportunities with them? Sure. Is it increasingly difficult to do so? I mean, 1,010%, 1,010%.
Yeah, it's unique. It's some markets like this, like in Atlanta, you're not gonna find anything on the map that's so call it less than 80K in most places.
Yeah.
But in some of these markets, some Midwest markets, you see some really, really cheap homes that sold nearby that kind of will throw off your comps. But he said, this is a 1,600 square foot house. It should sell. Who sent in this lead? Was it Paul?
Yeah.
Cool. Congrats, Paul, man. That was a solid lead. I think this dude is ready to go. Definitely got some motivation. So we'll make that one happen. We'll try to make this one happen. I wonder where should I send the offer at? He was willing to do to go as low as 35. I kind of anchored at 30.
Yeah.
But anyways, either way, I'll figure that out. I'm gonna talk to my buyer and get some feedback, and we'll get this one wrapped up, man. Pretty good call today, just in general. Like you said before, there's a lot of people that are going through these times and coming to realize the market's different. Shanika just mentioned that there's a Nadine call. I can maybe take that. What do you want to do? Do you want to wrap now?
I gotta get ready to. Yeah, unfortunately, I gotta get ready to hop in a second. Or I'd keep rolling.
If you want to, I could take this call with Nadine, and
wrap us up.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm gonna let you do that. You fam, I appreciate y'all. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling. And Brandon, I'll let you keep rocking and rolling and see what you get, man.
Okay.
All right.
I bet. All right, let's try to get this last one under contract. This is Nadine. Lex, that was Bradford Hargrove. I'm gonna have to come back to leaving notes on that. I'll open up another window and find this Nadine one. Seller contacts. Where you at, Nadine? If I can get this one on the phone, that'll be a good little bow, a little ribbon. End of the call. Nadine Sachs. All right, this is the Indianapolis one. Let's see if we can pull this off. And look, if there is any questions, all right, John. If there are any questions that you guys have from any of the calls, definitely feel free to ask, and I can see if I can answer in between. Any questions you guys have about the objections, the script, how and what information I try to get, why I try to ask. Hey, fellas, can there be?
Hello.
Hey there, Miss Nadine.
Yeah.
This is Brandon. Giving you a shout back. I think you've been speaking with someone from our team, Shanika.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, cool. So I have some notes. I understand that you guys had a conversation recently.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see if we could kind of get to the bottom of getting to a point where we're making an offer, putting something together that could work for both of us. On this property, what was your asking price again? Can you confirm that number?
The Zillow price is $265.
Got it. And the reason for selling, because I could tell that it's probably in good condition. There's actually some photos in here. Are those recent, or is that before maybe someone moved in?
No, that is before the renters. So definitely needs a little bit of work right now. And I'd like somebody from your team to come out and look at it just to give a more accurate number.
Got it. When's the last time have you guys, have you been, or a property manager? Has anybody kind of gone over there?
I've been there just recently. Yeah, just today.
Oh, all right, perfect. I think you were sending over some photos of how it looks, right?
Yeah, I can. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, feel free to send it to this number. And I can make sure that I let Shanika know that we have some of the photos.
Okay.
What did you think when you got there? Was it, in better shape than you'd hoped, or?
Well, no, it definitely needs some work. It's normal wear and tear stuff. I mean, the renters did not mess it up or anything like that, but
okay, that's good.
There is definite wear and tear from just age. I mean, the house is about 25 years old, so just like the siding around the trim work around the siding probably needs to be replaced. The back deck needs to be replaced. And then, obviously in the painting on the inside of the house, everything needs to be repainted. Carpets need to be either replaced or cleaned really thoroughly, but probably replaced on the stairs and then the upstairs bedrooms. Things like that, more cosmetic things.
Got it. I'm looking myself at some kind of the activity in the area.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm looking at the activity in the area, like some of the comms, some of the sales. That's kind of really how we can kind of get a feel for what we can make as an offer and stand by on a property even before we go, right? Because once we visit all the properties, right, that we go under contract with, but we'd like to at least kind of see if we can kind of agree to a number up front, so that when we spend money to come out and do an inspection and scope of work and all that stuff, we're not just spending money on those activities prior to kind of having some agreement with the homeowner that we're actually moving forward. And so that's kind of why I wanted to get a feel for where you want to be on this. You said 260 was the number.
260. Yeah, 260 is probably without any of the or with the work being done, and having it be in selling condition. But
got it. So if we were to get you an as is offer, take it as is, no need for any work, right? Closing your timeline, whether that's as quick as possible, pay all the closing costs, no real estate commissions, anything like that. What's the best offer you would consider? What's the best price you would consider for that type of offer?
Probably 235.
That's the best you can do?
Well, I mean, as far as getting the actual work done, I think it would cost probably about $25,000 or $30,000 to get everything, to the point where it would look really nice. So that would be kind of the difference of what you can sell it at.
Yeah.
Maybe 230. I wouldn't want to go much lower than that.
Got it. Yeah. So what's probably would be best, and we do have some other ways that we can approach this, right? But I think what would be best in a case like this is if you're wanting to get closer to that number, you would probably need to have it listed on the open market to get to that number. And we do a few different things, and let me ask, is this property like free and clear? Have you guys paid off all the mortgage?
No, we still owe just a little bit on it.
Okay, got it. So seller finance is out of the window. Is there a large balance left, or like something?
No. It's not. It's under 50,000.
Okay. That gives us a few other options, but we do have a way that we can purchase where we agree to a price. We'll actually take on the part of the project that handles any repairs, ultimately kind of get it ready to go for the open market, and we cover all the costs associated with that. It's a slightly longer, it's a delayed closing, takes more like 60 to 90 days to do so, but that's how we can actually offer you more money in a situation like this.
Okay.
230 is still gonna be tough.
Really want to wait that long, just because obviously then we're paying for 2 mortgages in the meantime.
Yeah, that's super important. Manage the cash flow. It's gonna be tough. So, and just to let you in on how I look at it, our business, we buy as is, we'll do the work, we'll fix it up, either get it back to rental ready, move-in ready condition, or we'll do a full renovation, put it out there in the open market, right, to sell. But if we put in, call it $30,000, right, plus then we deal with the realtor on the back end of listing it, that's going to cost the cost of the money. And then there's no room for us to make any profit. So an investor is always going to do that type of math in this situation.
Right. Sure.
And there, there's no real any room to make any money on a situation like this. However, I think for you to get close to that number, your best bet would be to kind of getting it out there on the open market. That's a process, like I said, that we can kind of help handle. If we agree to a number and then put it out there, and then the difference is what we would make, but we would get you your number, the amount that you want to sell it for. But like I said, it's a longer process, so it may not be a good fit.
Right.
Do you have, is there any other decision makers involved in this?
Yeah.
Spouse?
Yeah. My husband.
Okay.
So I can go ahead and discuss this with him and give you a call back at this number if we decide on a different, lower number or whatever.
Let me give you just a general sense of like where I think that we would probably need to come.
Okay.
And at selling home, I'll probably take a little bit of digging. I don't know if we have time to kind of go through, but actually, you know what I can do? I could actually do this real quick. I
actually, if you don't mind, because I do need to get off the phone, can I give you my email address? And
yes,
you can give me some numbers or information through that.
Yeah, let me do that.
Okay.
Because I know your house is bigger than this. Yeah, I would have to dig a little bit to give you a better sense of like what would be a good as is, offer price that we can get you that would work out and get you closed really quickly. But go ahead and do this. Give me your email. God, I didn't know AOL.com was still kicking.
I know. I never changed it. And I still use it. So
they still got the same logo? Is it still the same logo like the Running Man?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Well, look, it was great talking to you. Like I said, let me see what we can do. I'll try to give you a better sense of like where we could come in at, and maybe get something out to you here shortly.
Okay, sounds good.
All right,
Thank
good deal.
you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, bye. Yeah, that seller is like completely clueless as to like the as is sales process. She's basically wanted Zillow minus repair costs, right? And it is what it is. Enter and cost some things. So she's definitely motivated, and I think she's gonna sell. She just isn't realizing like what she would need to sell, like what price she would need to sell for for it to make sense. And she's also on a time crunch because they would be paying 2 different mortgages. So it may just be a process of slowly convincing her. At the same time, she's probably not going to go for a offer for a flipper. The best type of offer for her is probably going to be from a landlord buyer. So I would be looking, and I would be reaching out to my buy and hold investors and seeing like, hey, what makes sense here? What would be a good sales price for you that will still work out, where you can make some money on this as well. And then I would go back to kind of reverse wholesale it, right? And so that's why it's important that you guys know, your buyers, know who buys what they buy, how they buy, and then you can reach out to them and follow up with them and kind of sometimes do the reverse wholesale thing. Hey, what number can you pay? How much can you pay? What can you spend? All right, go back to seller and just give them an offer just a little bit lower than that, right? So, all right, guys. Look, it's been great. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for rocking with me. Shout out to you, Charge Up University, everybody that's always here, showing up and supporting. Keep sending in great leads. Shout out to Lex for helping us process these things and keep us, keep everything organized. But go out there, guys, can continue to set some of these calls or send them over even before you set them sometimes. But you guys are sending over some solid leads. I know some don't work out, but we've also had some really good ones. And like the more opportunities that you give us to close, or even give yourself to close, right, the better chance that you'll get to moving things forward. And always we send out offers, right? A lot of the people that we spoke to today, they're actually going to get assigned like a written agreement emailed to them for electronic signature requests. And that's how we, move the sales cycle forward, right? Generate the lead, talk to them, engage, qualify, right? Make an offer, send offer over. If they sign, right? They sign, not follow up with them until they do. So keep that in mind. You guys can always find me here on YouTube, Brandon Barnes, similar offers with Brandon Barnes, at IG at IMB Barnes. Haven't been posting a lot lately. I've been knee deep in doing deals, but I'm going to be ramping that back up here soon. So again, I appreciate y'all. I will see you back here Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Until then, send more offers, do more deals. Appreciate y'all.